Okay, the push truck's coming out to try to get the 87 started. We'll get him going. They're coming in with another push truck. It's got a bigger push bumper on it to try to get Bob Sibla Jr. started there. Well, it looks like they're bringing J-Bo out there and the Akron coach. Hopefully he can get them pushed.
So going to try and push start the 87, try and get him fired over there.
Well, they finally got him started. The 87 is finally running. So we'll get the safety crew off the field and get them get him going here on the front straightaway. Okay, once again, the number 0 is George Riddle. 77 is A.P. Wren. Denny Benjamin in the 69. Bryant Smith in the 09. Roger Smith in the 43. Neil Rowley in the 999. The 4E is Kyle Lawson. 62, Caleb Swanson. 69, Bob Etchell. And the number 4 is Bob DeVore the second. Once again, we're going to be going 70 laps with our late model feature.
All right, everybody get up on your feet with those cell phones. Turn those cell phone lights on. Let's wave off our Ohio Invitational Field for the late models. Where's those cell phones? I see you down in turn 4. Turn 3, I don't see you. Turn 3, where's those cell phone lights? Front straightaway, let's see them. Looking for those cell phone lights. Going to get them single file here. Let them run a couple of laps. Get those cell phones out and wave them.
We're going to go single file. They're going to tell them to light them up so they can put some heat in them tires. Looks like the 39, something happened to the 39 out there. We got to go yellow on the track because the 39 of Brendan Lucius has stopped up there. And Brendan Lucius is our pole leader. His car is stopped.
James Southard. James Southard. You need to move your red truck immediately. James Southard. You need to move your red truck immediately. Tough break for Brendan Lucius. Was scheduled to start from the pole, and the car shut off and won't run. And they're going to have to push him pit side. Tough break for Brendan Lucius. That now puts the 21 of Tim Allensworth on the pole with Lucas Ripley alongside.
Well, Brendan Lucius in the 39 went into the pits. I guess his car would not refire. Okay, white flag is coming out this time. Let everybody
All right, getting ready to go green off of turn number 4. This time, Tim Allensworth, Lucas Ripley, Jonathan Ritter, Bob Page, your front 2 rows. Field in turn 3. The Ohio Invitational is green. Lucas Ripley out to the lead. Tim Allensworth in second. Then the 67 of Bob Page. The 28 of Jonathan Ritter. Ritter to the inside of Bob Page for the 3rd spot. Page going to take that spot back, and caution on the Speedway in turn number 1. Denny Benjamin in the 69, sideways in turn number 2. Buddha, you just got to feel gutted for young Brendan Lucius. He got a feature win earlier this year. He's starting on the pole in a brand new car, and the thing shuts off and won't fire. Maybe a fuel pump issue, something like that. But you just got to feel for the kid.
That's for sure. That, Jeff Taylor got that new car put together for him to run tonight. It could be fuel pump, it could be electrical. We don't really know, but he's back at the trailer and didn't even get to get one lap in here. We do have one lap in. The 87 looks like Mike Mazzagatti just went off.
So the choose cone out over in turn number 3. Looks like Page going to choose the outside. Ritter chooses the outside. Rich Rohr to the bottom. Brandon Short to the top. Looks like the 90 of Huffman, the 65 of Jimmy Carter both choose the inside. RJ White the inside. Mike Mazzagatti going to fly all the way around. He picks up about 6 spots, Buddha, and he's up to the outside about the 5th row.
Wow, he came right back up there.
Field will get the one to go signal behind the big dog, Lucas Ripley. Lucas pulling double duty tonight in the open mod. Didn't go the way he wanted, but he's out front in the Tannerelli Page Racing sponsored number 67. Getting ready to go green, Lucas Ripley, Tim Allensworth, Bob Page. Green flag back in the air.
That was a good save by Mike Mazzagatti, not getting into Richie Rohr there.
So Rich Rohr sideways on the front straightaway with Mike Mazzagatti, the 77 of AP Ren, doing a good job. Everybody did a good job to avoid the spinning Rich Rohr. I'll have to take a look at the replay and see what happened. Off of turn number 4 coming to the restart.
Mike Mazzagatti did a heck of a job of avoiding a bad wreck there.
Wow, looked like Rich Rohr just got on the throttle and the tires just did not bite in that car. It swapped ends on him off of the corner. And then when he tried to correct it and catch it, it swung right back towards the wall. Give Rich Rohr, the veteran, give him a tip of the cap. He could have nosed that thing into the fence and didn't. And him and Mike Mazzagatti do a dual spin on the front straightaway and don't hit anything.
Yeah, Richie Rohr did a great job of saving that from really getting into the wall. Okay, no start. We got one lap in still. Okay, there will be no choose cone out. We're just going to re-rack them and get them lined up as they were. No choose cone this time. We got one lap in. 69 to go.
So field on the back straightaway. We'll try it again with Lucas Ripley, Tim Allensworth, and Bob Page. Two Tannerelli Page racing machines up front right now. Can they stay there? Green flag back in the air. Lucas Ripley, Bob Page, your front two. Allensworth back to third. Ritter's on the outside of him with Rich Rohr in tow in the 5th spot. Then the 18 of Brandon Short, the 90 of Emerson Huffman, and the 87 of Mazzagatti on the outside of Jimmy Carter. Battle for the race lead. Here comes Bob Page. to the outside of Lucas Ripley. New race leader, Bob Page in the 67.
Lucas Ripley goes back to that number 2 position. Tim Allensworth is third.
Caution for the 4E of Kyle Lawson on the front straightaway. Caution for the 4E of Kyle Lawson. So 4 laps complete. Bob Page, Lucas Ripley, Tim Allensworth, Jonathan Ritter, Brandon Short, your top 5. Second 5, Rich Rohr, Emerson Huffman, Jimmy Carter, Mike Mazzagatti, RJ White. That is your top 10 in the Ohio Invitational here in 2023. Bob Page, your race leader. The 2 Tannerelli Page-owned cars up front. Heron Heating and Cooling, the Y Tavern, Shaw Welding and Fabrication on the 67 and 167. So we'll get the choose cone out over in turn number 3. 4 laps complete. Bob Page, your leader, and here comes the choose cone. So it looks like Ripley going to choose the bottom here. We'll see what Allensworth does behind him. Allensworth going to take the bottom as well. Ritter will go to the top. He'll go to the outside of the front row. Short on the bottom. Rohr goes to the top. Huffman on the bottom, and so does El Presidente. Wow. John Sanquest Jr. going to make up about 4 or 5 spots. He's going to come all the way up in that outside lane beside the 18 of Short.
Okay, we've got 4 laps completed. 4 laps completed.
Sofield gets the one to go. Bob Page, Lucas Ripley, Jonathan Ritter. Your front 3, then Tim Allensworth, Rich Rohr in row number 3. The 18 of Brandon Short and the 99 of John Sanquest Jr., your fastest qualifier, all the way up into that top 7. Getting ready to go back, green flag racing, Bob Page, Lucas Ripley, and we're back underway.
Caution's back out on the track once again.
Well, Buddha, they say cautions breed cautions. The 999 of Rolly sideways, the 65 of El Presidente Jimmy Carter back there as well. Have to see the replay here and see what transpired off of turn number 2.
Okay, we still got 4 laps in.
So trying to get the 99 of John Sanquest Jr. lined up in his proper spot. He
goes behind Mike Mazzagatti.
Yeah,
in the
he's actually
87.
behind Mazzagatti.
They're trying to get John Sanquist in the 99. He has to go behind the 87 of Mike Mazzagatti. So again, race control, trying to get the drivers lined up where they belong. The drivers or spotters are supposed to have communication with the tower. They're supposed to be able to hear the tower as well as their spotters. And some guys just aren't. So that is the reason for the delay. We're trying to get everybody lined up in their proper positions before we go to the choose cone. Choose cone is out in turn number 3. Okay, Bob Page is our leader. The 167 of Lucas Ripley comes on the inside. The 28 of Jonathan Ritter. The 21 of Tim Allensworth and Brandon Short in the 18.
So field will get the one to go signal this time. Maybe we can finally get some laps in. Maybe those spotters out there tell these drivers to settle down. We got a long way to go in this Ohio Invitational, and now's not the time that you can win the race, but you darn sure can lose it.
Okay, as you're coming into rounds, turns 3 and 4, the green flag will be out, and we'll be back underway with our late model feature.
Bob Page, Jonathan Ritter, Lucas Ripley, Brandon Short, your front four, now Short on the outside of Lucas Ripley. Brandon Short marching towards the front. Rich Rohr in the outside lane with Emerson Hoffman. Rohr going to slip up off of turn number 4. The 65 of Jimmy Carter is there. Emerson Hoffman moves through. Now we get single file through the first 6. Up front, Rich Rohr almost 3 wide. Sandquist is there. Rich Rohr got squeezed there, and now he's going to pull pit side. Rich Rohr off in the 7.
Okay, Bob Page, still our leader. Jonathan Ritter, Brandon Short, and Lucas Ripley is your top 1, 2, 3, 4.
Good battle between Mazzagatti and Hoffman. Mazzagatti on the bottom, he's going to move through and take over that 7th spot. So move Mike Mazzagatti to 7th. Everybody's starting to single file out a little bit, putting some laps on the board. 12 complete next time around. Leader's going to be in lap traffic here shortly. Caleb Swanson in the 62 will be the first one.
That was lap number 12. Lap number 12, Bob Page out to a commanding lead. Jonathan Ritter second, Brandon Short third, Lucas Ripley in 167 is fourth. Bob Page in that 67's got that pedal to the metal. And I mean, he's moving around Midvale Speedway. This time we'll be coming in on lap number 16. Lap number 16.
Good battle for second. Jonathan Ritter, the Mountain State Missile, holding off Brandon Short for the time being. Short looked to the inside in turn 3. Didn't have the position. Leader still moving through lap traffic. Bob Page now around AP Wren. AP Wren up the racetrack, and he'll continue on. Got slowed up off of turn number 2. Leaders now moving in on the 09 of Bryant Smith and the 62 of Caleb Swanson.
He'll be coming in on lap number 22 this time. It's lap number 22. It is Bob Page, Brandon Short now up to that number 2 position. Jonathan Ritter in the 3rd, and Lucas Ripley back to the number 4.
Yeah, moving through lap traffic, Brandon Short up to the 2nd spot around Ritter. And now he's got to set sights on Bob Page. 23, 24 laps complete now as we move closer and closer to that halfway mark. Who's going to take care of their sires? Brandon Short has caught race leader Bob Page. Page and Short pulling away a little bit from Ritter. And Ritter has a full straightaway on the 167 of Lucas Ripley.
We're coming in on lap number 25, lap number 25. And Brandon Short's ready to make a move on Bob Page. He's right on his bumper. Now, Brandon Short, we got caution on the track, caution on the track. We got 25 laps completed, 25 laps completed.
.25 laps complete, 25 in. Got a good number of laps in there. Buddha, it was pretty good racing up front with Brandon Short starting to move in on Bob Page.
I think Bob Page has got a look in his rear mirror because Brandon Short is going to be there after this restart.
Yeah, I agree. Bob Page going to start out front. We'll see what Short and Ritter do when they get the choose cone. The 62 of Caleb Swanson, the 77 of AP Wren, both had the 167 of Ripley behind him, and it looked like the 77 of AP Wren just shot down to the bottom right in front of Ripley, and Ripley hit him right in the butt.
Yeah, it's like he slowed down, and he popped him a good one. This restart's going to be a good restart for these late models. To see where Brandon Short goes in or out. Okay, once we get them lined up, ladies and gentlemen, then the choose cone will come out, and I think this is going to be something to behold coming out. Car 77, AP Wren, was charged with that infraction. So he's going to have to go tail end on this restart. Okay, next time around, the choose cone will be coming out, and it's going to get interesting on the restart here.
All right, choose cone out in turn number 3. And we'll see where Brandon Short chooses to go, where Jonathan Ritter chooses to go behind Bob Page, your race leader. Short's going to take the inside. And Ritter going to choose the outside, then Jimmy Carter to the inside, Mazzagatti to the outside. So choosing it up here with 25 laps complete, 25 in.
Mike Mazzagatti now moves up to that number 5 position.
So they're checking the 69 of Denny Benjamin for a little bit of fluid coming out of his car, trying to see if that's where it's coming from or not. That is the reason why the cars are stopped over on the back straightaway.
Okay, we got 25 laps completed. Okay, it's going to be the 67 of Bob Page, the 18 of Brandon Short, 28 Jonathan Ritter.
So we'll get the choose cone out. I know that you guys out there are probably as frustrated as we are up here. I'm sure the drivers in the cars are frustrated. My goodness, trying to get things situated. The 69 of Denny Benjamin was overheating. He went to the watering hole, and that is why the water came out of his machine on turn number 3. So, my goodness gracious.
Okay, lights are out, white flags out. As they come around turns 3 and 4, we'll be going back to green once again with our late model feature.
Bob Page, Brandon Short, Jonathan Ritter. Green flag back in the air, 25 in. Ritter back to the 3rd spot. The 18 of Brandon Short to 2nd behind Bob Page. The 65 of Jimmy Carter trying to clear the 87 of Mazzagatti. Carter to the inside of Ritter for 3rd. Good move by Jimmy Carter. And here comes the 99 of John Sanquest Jr. Sanquest to the inside of the 87 of Mazzagatti. So the 65 and 99 moving towards the front, and here comes Brandon Short looking for the race lead.
Brandon Short this time is going to look on the inside of Bob Page, but I don't think he's going to be able to get there. As they come out turns 3 and 4, Brandon Short's going to probably try to speed it again. It's Bob Page, Brandon Short, Jimmy Carter, Jonathan Ritter, and John Sanquist. This time we'll be coming in on lap number 30. Lap number 30. Brandon Short right on the bumper of Bob Page, and look, he might be going on the inside.
Problems for the 28 of Jonathan Ritter. Problems for Jonathan Ritter as he pulls up and stops in turn 4. Tough break for Ritter, running in the 3rd or 4th spot. So it looks like an exhaust pipe hanging out of the right side of the 28. So it looks like exhaust pipe coming loose, and it's hanging out of the outside of the 28 of Jonathan Ritter. Back from the fence. Back from the fence, please. Thank you. Gee. So 31 laps complete, just shy of the halfway mark. Attrition definitely taking place in this late model feature. Bob Page, your race leader. The 18 of Brandon Short. The 65 of Jimmy Carter. The 99 of John Sanquest Jr.
And Mike Mazzagatti brings up the number 5 position. So we have 31 laps complete. And it looks like the 28 car is going to be going off the track.
Yeah, big old exhaust piece they just put in the back of the truck. So tough break for Jonathan Ritter, losing his exhaust on that number 28 machine. He's had nothing but terrible luck this year. And we'll have the choose cone in turn number 3 this time. The field all sorted out. 31 in.
We got 31 laps completed. 31 laps. Choose cone will be coming out this time. Choose cone is out. The leader, Bob Page, will be out front. Then it'll be Brandon Short, Jimmy Carter, They'll be choosing inside or out along with John Sandquist and Mike Mazzagatti. Mazzagatti comes up to that number two position on the outside.
Yeah, he just made up 4 or 5 spots. Moved around Sandquist, moved around Carter to the outside of the 18 of Brandon Short. So Mazzagatti makes up a lot of spots with the choose cone there. Getting ready to go green. Green flag in the air.
We got caution on the track once again. Caution out on the track once again.
So caution for the 999 of Rowley, the 17 of Snyder, the 09 of Bryant Smith.
Okay, the call's going on to 999. He's got to go tail end because he was charged with that infraction. Okay, choose cone will be coming out this next time around. We got 31 laps completed. Okay, you're coming to the white. It's going to be Bob Page. The 18 of Brandon Short. Mike Mazzagatti up into that number 3 position. We have 31 laps in.
So they ended up having the same choose, but it is what it is. They had to re-choose anyway. So Bob Page trying to hang on in front of Brandon Short, Jimmy Carter, Mike Mazzagatti. Green flag in the air.
Caution on the track.
You see what I mean? 100%. Same fucking thing right there. The 18 was absolutely there. That is 100% the 67 of Page, in my opinion. He got loose, the 18 got to the bottom, and Page tried to fucking chop him off. Don't let him go over there.
Here's your mic's on.
Waiting to see the replay up here in the tower. Bob Page, Brandon Short. Both drivers not happy. Both drivers are okay.
Okay, Dr. Hooks out there is going to hook on to Bob Page, take him back to the pits. Brandon Short in the 18 is back in the pits.
So Mike Mazzagatti, Jimmy Carter, John Sanquest Jr., your top three. Then Tim Allensworth, Emerson Huffman, Bob Snyder Jr., Bryant Smith, Roger Smith, Neil Rowley, A.P. Wren.
We've got 33 laps in, 33 laps completed. Okay, next time around, ladies and gentlemen, they're going to be bringing the choose cone out. Once again, Mike Mazzagatti, Mr. Excitement himself, is our leader.
So field in turn number 3, Mike Mazzagatti and El Presidente Jimmy Carter, Tim Allensworth, green flag back in the air.
Okay, Mike Mazzagatti out as our leader. Jimmy Carter second, John Sanquist third, and Tim Allensworth in the 21 is in that number 4 position. "35 laps in, 35 to go. We're halfway home with our late model feature." This time we'll be coming in on lap number 40. Lap number 40. Mike Mazzagatti still our leader. Jimmy Carter second. John Sanquist Jr. third. This time around we'll be coming in on lap number 45. Lap number 45. Mike Mazzagatti still our leader. Jimmy Carter second. And John Sanquist Jr. in the 99 is third.
Mike Mazzagatti starting to catch lap traffic now, trying to get around Roger Smith in turn number 3. Mazzagatti clears through. Jimmy Carter next to follow. Then John Sanquist Jr. They'll catch Neil Rowley in the 999, who's running in the 8th spot. So the 8th machine about to go a lap down. Mazzagatti goes underneath, and as does Jimmy Carter. Mike Mazzagatti's lead stabilizing right about 0.8 of a second. It isn't growing, it isn't shrinking.
This time when he comes around, it will be lap number 50. Lap number 50 with 20 to go. Mike Mazzagatti, Mr. Excitement himself, still our leader. Jimmy Carter second. John Sanquist Jr. third, and the 21 of Tim Allensworth is fourth. Looks like Jimmy Carter's starting to catch Mike Mazzagatti.
Jimmy Carter might have been just laying in the weeds a little bit, Buddha, saving those tires, and now the lead shrinking. He's almost caught the 87.
He's right, almost on the 87 bumper. This time around, we're going to be coming in on lap number 55. Lap 55.
Mazzagatti stretching the lead back out just a little bit in lap traffic as the front two pulling away from Sanquist in that 3rd spot.
This time we'll be coming in on lap 60. Lap 60. Mike Mazzagatti now Pulling out a bigger lead on Jimmy Carter. It is Mike Mazzagatti, Jimmy Carter, John Senquist.
So they get around the lap machine of Bryant Smith, the 21 of Tim Allensworth, about a half a lap behind race leader Mike Mazzagatti in that fourth spot. Bob Snyder Jr. rounding out the top 5. And Mazzagatti starting to check out once again from Jimmy Carter in that 65 machine. 5 fingers in the air next time around, Buddha. Looks like no cautions. It's going to be Mazzagatti's night.
Okay, this time we're coming in on lap number 65. We got 5 laps to go. Mr. Excitement, Mike Mazzagatti, holding on to that number 1 lead. Jimmy Carter, John Senquist Jr., Tim Allen. Okay, this time we're coming in on lap number 68 with 2 laps remaining in our late model feature. Mike Mazzagatti, Mr. Excitement, is our leader.
White flag for Mike Mazzagatti. 1 lap to go. That's what he wanted to see. Wanted to get that white flag. Final time into turn number 3. Your point leader, regular season point leader right now coming into the season championship, Mike Mazzagatti, your winner. Actually, Bob Page still the leader, sorry. Mazzagatti in second in the regular season points.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, as he's coming down to victory lane, let's have a big, big round of applause for Mr. Excitement himself, Mike Mazzagatti.
In the Shakers Auto Salvage, Hollab Recycling, City Scrap and Salvage, Arlington Auto Wreckers, Direct Detail, Needle Speed Solutions, sponsored number 87. Adding his name to the long list of Ohio Invitational winners. Rich Rohr on that list. A couple of NASCAR drivers on that list. John Klein on that list. A lot of Hall of Famers on the list of Ohio Invitational winners. Getting ready to climb out. Now we'll add the name Mike Mazzagatti to Ohio Invitational winners here at Midvale Speedway. Come on over here, man. Dude, it's a hot one out there. You guys, you probably feel like you've been in a car for a week.
Yeah, it was a rough one. And that first wreck there where we spun, my steering column jammed forward. So 1 lap I'd have power steering, next lap I wouldn't. So I never knew what the car was going to do entering the corner. Just had to manhandle the last 15 laps, no steering. Then all of a sudden the last lap it came, I almost spun myself out. Lost the spotter radio, and it just made a loud beep noise the whole time.
Oh, that had to have been annoying.
Yeah, it was. And I can drive without a spotter, but when you're used to having one all day long, then you don't. It's pretty nerve-wracking.
Absolutely. Who you want to thank on this 87, man?
First and foremost, I want to thank God. Then I want to thank my family. Then I want to thank long life friend Paul Wright. He works with me on these cars 7 days a week. He's out in the garage. Bob Silba, Brian Short, and my spotter Rob Petras. He brings me to victory lane every time he spots.
So I got to ask you too, Brian. Don't forget about it. Yep, Brian's there. And I got to tell you, you had a front seat for the accident that was in front of you, and the seas kind of parted. And sometimes it takes luck to win these races too.
Yeah, I was really lucky. Both the leaders were really good. Bob Page, Brandon Short, of course, is always good here. He's probably the best driver that ever raced on this track, as far as I'm concerned. But I think we had a good car no matter what. He's going to be there at the end.
Absolutely, man. Congratulations on getting a big win. I know it's hot. I know you want to go have a cold beverage over pit side. Congratulations, man. You've had a roller coaster season. You're still second in points. I misspoke. I thought you were still leading. Second points, you and Bob Page are going to come down to the last lap next week.
Yeah, it should be a good race. Bob races me pretty clean. We race pretty clean together, and should be exciting for the fans. I hope everybody comes out next week.
Congratulations, buddy.
My man, thank you. Thank the fans, too. I want to thank you guys. You're the best.
All right, Ohio Invitational winner, Mike Mazzagatti. Randy and Kim Smart moving in with the Ohio Invitational check, $2,500 to Mike Mazzagatti. Once again, put your hands together. Ohio Invitational winner 2023, Mike Mazzagatti. All right, Buddha Street Stalkers out for their Ohio Invitational feature. Also, I have a set of keys down here that I'm going to send up to the tower. A set of keys. Looks like Mahoning County Library has a card on here. If you're missing keys, make sure you come to the tower.
Okay, we're coming out with our street stock feature tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, starting on that pole position, the 32, Cody Colmar. The 24 of Jolly Jumpin' John Ambrose. The 21 of Brady Carp. Katie Woods in the number 10. The 22 is Kylie Wood. The 99 is Jason Gruel. The 64 is Ian Porco. The 118 Colt Locker. The 12 Jeff Kuykendall. The 88 is Dennis Woods. Jeremy Wiggins is in the 24. The 44 of Tyler Harmon. The 55 Kyler Bertram. TJ Dreyer is in the 73. The 68 Gary Hooping Gardner. The 52 Landon 80. I'm sorry. The 19 is Trenton Croft. And 15 John Pritchard. Okay, as they come around turn 1 and 2, they'll be coming around 3 and 4. The white flag will be coming out. Okay, we'll be going 35 laps with our street stock feature tonight. White flag is out. Okay, our leader out here now is Cody Colmar, John Ambrose Jr., and Brady Card is your top three.
John Ambrose all over Colmar in that 32 machine.
Coming around turn 3 and 4 will be coming on lap number 5. Lap number 5, Cody Colmar, still our leader. Jolly Jumpin' John Ambrose. And the 24 is still in that number 2 position. He's trying to get that car to bite on the outside, but it hasn't all night long. Brady Clark still holding on that number 3 position. Oh, we got caution on the track. Caution on the track.
So the 52 of Landon 80 stopped over there in turn number 2.
Okay, we got 5 laps in, 5 laps completed.
So 5 in, 30 to go. They'll get 80 situated over there in turn number 2. Cody Colmar, your race leader. John Ambrose, Brady Cart, Jason Gruhl, Colt Locker, Dennis Wood, Jeremy Wiggins, Jeff Kuykendall, Kylie Wood, and Ian Porco, your top 10, as we will bring out that old choose cone, Buddha, and see what they got.
It'll be coming out here just as soon as Akron Coach gets Landon 80 off the track. Okay, Cody Colmar, our leader. John Ambrose takes on the inside. The 99 of Jason Gruhl moves up to that number 2 position. Brady Cart on the inside, and then the 118 of Colt Locker moves up on the outside.
So again, I have a set of keys up here in the tower. It's obviously somebody from the Youngstown, Mahoning area, as there's a public library at Youngstown and Mahoning County card on the keys, and it's also looks like a Toyota vehicle. So if you have a Toyota vehicle and you also have a library card to the Youngstown Mahoning County Library, you might want to come and get your keys because they're up here in the main scoring tower. So again, thank you to Performance Towing and Akron Coach Towing for our towing service here tonight. They do a great job for us week in and week out. They've been a little extra busy at certain times tonight. Again, want to thank everybody for coming out here to this Labor Day event at Midvale Speedway, the Ohio Invitational, the Joker's Wild 50, and the Open Street Stock Open Compact and Ace Racing League here at Midvale Speedway on this Labor Day weekend. Again, we thank the United States Air Force and the U.S. Army for sponsoring tonight's events. Next Saturday night, season championship night, brought to you by the New Philadelphia VFW. And man, I cannot believe that season champion is going to be crowned next week. Also, Ferris Chevrolet sponsoring next week's events as well.
Once again, we got 5 laps in with 30 to go.
So field to get the 1 to go signal this time. Chet Colmar, Cody Colmar, I should say. I almost said Chet. I did say Chet. I don't know. It's late, man.
but you got the last part right.
I did it. Colmar, right. He's sponsored by Chet's Basement, right? So we're good there. So Cody Colmar, John Ambrose, Jason Gruhl, your front 3. Brady Cart on the inside, Colt Locker on the outside in row number 3. Getting ready to go back to green, 5 in, 30 to go.
Okay, Cody Colmar still out in our number 1 position. John Ambrose Jr. just right on his tail. And Brady Cart holding on to that number 3 position.
Yeah, Jason Gruhl putting up a good fight in that outside lane, but he loses third to Brady Cart, and he's got Dennis Wood to the inside of him for 4th. He just can't get to the bottom where he needs to be. He's got the speed, just not the positioning right now for the 99 of Gruhl as he slides backwards. Here comes Dennis Wood. Wood looking to the outside of Brady Cart for 3rd.
That was lap number 10, coming in on lap number 10.
Jason Gruhl did finally find the bottom in 9th position, so he fell all the way from the outside of row number 2 all the way back to 9th before he could get to the bottom.
Now Cody Colmar still our leader. And it's John Ambrose and not Dennis Wood now coming up on the outside of Cody Colmar. And now we have a new leader. The 88 of Dennis Wood. Dennis Wood is our leader. Cody Colmar second. And it looks like Jeremy Wiggins going to take that number 3 position. Cautions on the track. We got trouble on turns 3 and 4.
Katie Wood in the 10, the 64 of Ian Porco in turns 3 and 4. So 14 laps complete. Looks like the 15 of John Pritchett with some damage in that machine as well. Yes.
Okay, Katie Wood in the number 10 was charged with that infraction. So now she has to go tail end.
All right, going to put the choose cone out over in turn number 3 behind Dennis Wood. Everybody going to choose, Buddha.
Yeah, it's going to go inside or out. We'll find out which way they're going to go.
Wow, what was that kind of voice?
Way they go.
Was that, I'm getting tired and it's time to go home? Oh, I'm going to catch my second win here before long, I think. All right, Wiggins going to go to the outside of Colmar. Looks like Ambrose going to stay on the bottom. Kuykendall going to go to the top. Cart will stay on the bottom. So will the 22 of Wood. Looks like the 99 of Gruel. He's going to shove it up in there. You know he'll be aggressive if he can and take over spots. Colt Locker, the same thing. So get them all situated. We'll give them the 1 to go signal, and we'll turn them loose again.
Hey, we got 14 laps completed.
14 in, 21 to go. Here in our open street stock 35-lap feature on Ohio Invitational Night. Again, can't thank everybody enough for coming out and spending your weekend here with us. Still got another day of your 3-day weekend left before we got to go back to the old work. Although, Buddha, you got to work tomorrow, don't you?
Yeah, I'm back at O'Reilly Auto Parts at 9 o'clock tomorrow morning.
Oof. Well, at least you got your breakfast date at 8 o'clock. I'm looking forward to seeing what you're going to eat for breakfast. I'll be waiting on that post.
The restaurants are closed because Barberton's got that big parade tomorrow.
Oh,
So I'll have to cook it at home.
green flag in the air. Dennis Wood shot out of a cannon. He's got about a 4-car length lead going into turn number 1. And Jeremy Wiggins going to slide into that second spot. So it's going to be a battle between Wood and Wiggins. And Kuykendall trying to get around Colmar for third.
Okay, Dennis Wood is our leader. Jeremy Wiggins in that number 2 position. Now Jeff Kuykendall is up to that number 3.
Dennis Wood continues to lead over Jeremy Wiggins and the 12 of Jeff Kuykendall. Those three kind of broken away from Cody Colmar in the 4th spot and John Ambrose in 5th.
This time around, we'll be coming in on lap number 20. Lap number 20.
Dennis Wood continues to lead Jeremy Wiggins and the 12 of Kuykendall. Those three really pulled away from Cody Colmar as the 68 of Hoopengunner are going to pull pit side. And Cody Colmar's got them stacked up behind him. A big old train there. As Kuykendall trying to get around Wiggins. Wiggins going to close the door. Kuykendall still trying to get around.
It was a good save by Kuykendall. I thought he was going to lose it there trying to get under Wiggins.
Yeah, Wiggins definitely slammed the door closed.
Caution's coming out on the track. Caution's coming out on the track.
So Brady Cart spins over in turn number 3 and 4.
We got 24 laps in, 24 laps in.
How about a show of sportsmanship there? You don't see it very often, but the 22 of Kylie Wood admitted fault, so we didn't even have to go back to a replay. The 22 of Kylie Wood said, hey, I got into the 21 of Brady Cart, put him back in his spot, I'll go to the tail. So good call for Kylie Wood right there. Tip of the cap for sportsmanship.
You know, Chris, when the choose cone comes out this time, it's going to be really something to see where Jeremy Wiggins or Jeff Kuykendall and Cody Colmar and Ambrose end up starting the next on the flags to come out again. So
yeah,
when the choose cone comes, we're going to see. That's going to make it a good race here.
Yeah, I mean, I think if you're Jeremy Wiggins at this point, I think I'm playing defense and I'm going to put Kuykendall on the outside because we've seen Kuykendall's been trying to get to the inside of the 24. Over the last several laps, so I'm gonna just put him on the outside. I ain't gonna give him the bottom.
No, he'll probably go on. Yeah, Kuykendall did take the outside. Wiggins took the inside.
Yeah, and I figured that was how that was going to play out.
Okay, we got 24 in.
So not sure what Trenton Croft was doing there, but he'll rejoin the field, I think. Maybe he was taking a quick nap. He's a young kid. Probably needed one.
He was looking at the moon in the sky.
He might have. Could have seen that moon up there. I don't know. What is that? Is that Uranus up there? It's Pluto.
ET phone home.
Getting ready to go back to green. Green flag in the air for Dennis Wood.
We got a caution on the track. Caution on the track. Tyler Harmon in the 44. Looks like he got a spin Rooney.
Tyler Harmon spins in that 44 up in turn number 4.
We got 26 laps in, 26 laps completed.
So the 44 of Tyler Harmon did tap his roof admitting fault, and as well as the spotters on the racetrack also said that he lost it on his own. So we'll get the choose cone out.
Okay, the choose cone will be coming out this time. Okay, Dennis Wood is our leader. Jeremy Wiggins on the inside. Jeff Kuykendall on the outside. Cody Colmar on the inside. And Jolly Jumping John Ambrose in the 5th position on the outside.
Green flag back in the air with 9 to go.
Dennis Wood out front as our leader. Jeremy Wiggins second. Jeff Kuykendall is third. This time around we'll be coming in on lap number 30. Lap number 30 with 5 to go.
Those 5 fingers in the air from Jonathan Smith. Dennis Wood just wants to see this thing wind down, go to victory lane. The battle is for that second spot between Wiggins and Kuykendall. It's been hot for the last, I'd say 15 to 20 laps. Wiggins doing what he needs to do to hold on to the position. Kuykendall trying to find a way around. And Wiggins not making it easy.
Kuykendall all over the back of Wiggins. Dennis Wood still out as our leader. Wiggins is second. Jeff Kuykendall. Okay, coming through to take the checker flag. Car number 88, Dennis Wood. Jeremy Wiggins in the 24 is second. Jeff Kuykendall in the 12 is third. 32, Cody Colmar fourth. And Jolly Jumpin' John Ambrose in the 24 is 5.
Street stocks in the books. 1 feature to go. Compacts up next. In the RPM Motorsports, Automotive Electric, in loving memory of Robin Petrus Wagner, Quality Lawn Care, G&H Construction, Wood RPM Motorsports, Medina Mountain Motors, and K&D Creations UFO sponsored number 88, your open street stock winner, Dennis Wood. All right, DW, come here. Come over here, DW. All right. So listen. First of all, I got to ask, where's the belts?
They're at home.
They're at home.
Yeah.
You left them there?
Yeah.
So we don't get to see no karaoke and dancing in Victory Lane?
No, I had a lot of beers that night.
a lot? Yeah, I think you did. But I'll tell you what, you can do a jig if you want. This thing was bad to the bone.
We fought carburetors. I was only going to run a couple of laps to pull off in the feature, and the carburetor, I don't know what happened, but it fixed itself. I don't know.
Well, sometimes that happens, right? Sometimes parts just fix themselves, and we don't know why. Don't ask questions. It happened.
Yeah, it was on a rail. I mean, I couldn't tell how close someone was to me, but it was definitely bolted up.
Well, the 24 and the 12 were having a hell of a run behind you.
Yeah, I was hoping they was going to battle each other and let me get out there.
They did.
Yeah.
Who you want to thank on this 88, man?
My crew, we worked all day yesterday, all day today, fighting carburetor problems. Automotive Electric, Finks Automotive, Lee's Chicken, Seppi's Pizza, SAS, UFO,
K&D.
Medina Mountain Motors, K&D, Quality Lawn Care. I already said that.
You got too many sponsors is what. No, you never have enough sponsors, right?
No, could use some more.
All right. Congratulations, buddy. Great win tonight.
Thank you.
Your winner, Dennis Wood. So Randy and Kim Smart moving in with the big Ohio Invitational check for Dennis Wood. Well, no, he can't let you win, Katie. What, now you don't want to talk? Okay, I'll talk to Kylie then. Kylie, you'll talk to me. By the way, great sportsmanship by going over there and tapping the roof.
Thanks.
I know it's not what you wanted to do, but good job.
Yeah, it's my fault. I don't care. I go to the back anyways.
All right. She's not very happy. Katie, your dad's not going to let you win. Hey, I think he's still trying to get over the fact that his kid said, I don't know, my dad won't just let us win.
Okay, coming out on the track right now is our compact feature. Our compacts will be going 30 laps around Midvale Speedway. Okay, the car number 20 is driven by Larry Enos Jr., the 0, Alan Clark, the number 6, Nolan Caldwell, the 3, Kyle Bates, the 04, Josh Irwin, the 429, Cameron Walker, 62, Caden Scott, 45, Timmy Kalp, the 8, Jeffrey Orr, the 9, Gavin Roop, Eric Johnson's in the 47, the 42 is Josh Huff, the 64, Jack Myers, the XX1 is Justin Riley, the 42, Damian Andrews, the 69, Drew Romey, 84, Scott Witten, the 37 is Kenny Can You Bet on the Bets Jr., the 19, Gerald Altizer Sr., the 47, Don Rufner Jr., the 25, Vinny Cianetti, and the 3L is Justin Lenars. Okay, white flags coming out. Got them all bunched up. Next flag, next come out will be the green when they come around turns 3 and 4.
Compact feature is green. Larry Ennis Jr. and the 0 of Alan Clark.
Okay, Alan Clark in at number 0, out in that number 1 position. Kyle Bates in at number 2. And the 20 of Larry Enos in that number 3 position.
Alan Clark hanging out front, but here comes the 3 of Kyle Bates. Bates gonna wrestle away the lead from Alan Clark. Clark back to the 2nd spot. On the move in the outside lane, the 6 of Nolan Caldwell. Caldwell on the move. He's trying to take over the 4th spot from the 429 of Cameron Walker. Yeah, good job by those guys middle of the field. I think that's the 37 of Kenny Betts, isn't it? No, it's the 45T of Timmy Kalp. Timmy Kalp did a great job to check up and miss everybody ahead of him. Timmy.
Kyle Bates still our leader. Kyle Bates will be coming on lap number 10. Kyle Bates out to a commanding lead out there. The 0 of Alan Clark. Then Nolan Caldwell, number 6, moves up. Now Nolan Caldwell takes that number 2 position away, and Alan Clark drops back to that number 3 position.
Yeah, Nolan Caldwell on the move, and so is the 62 of Caden Scott. Caden Scott going to take over the 3rd spot from Alan Clark now. They got a long way to go to catch Kyle Bates up front in that 3.
number 15, lap 15, 15 in, 15 to go in our compact feature. Kyle Bates is our leader. Nolan Caldwell and Caden Scott is your top 1, 2, and 3.
Nolan Caldwell's got them all around him now for that second spot. Caden Scott on the outside of him. We got Cameron Walker who's caught back up. And also Jeffrey Orr on the outside. Good battle. Kyle Bates is stinking up the show as he's running away up front. Nolan Caldwell, problems for the number 6 machine as he pulls off the Speedway. Tough break for Nolan Caldwell.
He was running in that 3rd position. Okay, Kyle Bates still our leader. That was lap number 20. Lap number 20. Kyle Bates still our leader. Caden Scott second. Cameron Walker third. And Jeffrey Orr is in 4th.
Kyle Bates getting around Gerald Aldheiser and now around the 84th Scott Whitten as he is checked out over a straightaway lead over Caden Scott. And Scott's got Cameron Walker, Gavin Root, and the 8 of Jeffrey Orr all over him.
This time we'll be coming in on lap number 25. We have 5 to go in our compact feature. Kyle Bates, still our leader. Caden Scott, Cameron Walker, Gavin Root. That was lap number 27. We have 3 to go.
Kyle Bates in control. He probably shouldn't catch lap traffic again at the end of this one. You've got Caden Scott, Cameron Walker battling for that second spot. Gavin Root in 4th. Kyle Bates going to get the white flag off of turn number 4 this time around. Call him in, Buddha. White flag in the air.
White flag is coming out. Kyle Bates, our leader. Caden Scott, second. Cameron Walker, third. Gavin Root, fourth. And Jeffrey Orr in that 5th position. This time as he comes around turns 3 and 4, it's going to be coming to take the checkered flag. Car number 3, Kyle Bates. Caden Scott is our 2nd place. 3rd place, Cameron Walker. Jeffrey Orr in 4th. And Zach Myers in that number 5th position.
Once again, thank you to each and every one of you for coming out and spending your holiday weekend here with us. Don't forget, next Saturday night, we still got our season championship race here at Midvale Speedway, brought to you by Ferris Chevrolet and the New Philadelphia VFW.
That concludes our racing festivities for tonight. Once again, thank you all you fans for coming out here and spending it with us. And remember, keep the speed at the Speedway, safety on the highway. Watch out for them guys and gals with the red and blue bubble gums on their roof. They're out there and they're looking for you. Have a good night, everybody.
So getting ready to pull into Ohio Solar Connection Victory Lane in the Outlaw Racing, Icon Graphics, Ways Custom Welding, HSE, sponsored number 3. Getting ready to climb out. Kyle Bates, your winner. You're not supposed to say that. The mic's on. That's all right. I left the mic on today, too. I'm already going to get yelled at. Here's your winner, Kyle Bates. All right, we'll let him get the helmet off and get a quick word. He's got a flag down here to sign. He's got a check over there. Big old trophy. Schreffler tuned. All right, come here, Kyle. Man, this thing plowed up through the field early and quickly. Talk to me about how this thing, man, you just checked out. You left them.
Well, we had a good hot laps. We kept on getting better and better, and then qualifying came, and I messed up, and I guess it lucked out in our favor. We started near the front and never looked back.
Yeah, and this is your first feature win down here, I'm pretty sure, right?
First feature win down here, first feature win of the year.
There you go. So that's, and why not do it on a big night, right?
Exactly. This is actually the first big race I've ever won.
Well, and that's good. So, you know, I know you race up north, but you can always come down here on big nights to give it a whirl.
Yeah, that's the plan from here on out. We wanted to come in earlier, but I think Eric ruined it the last time.
Yeah, he does that sometimes, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Man, who you want to thank on this 3 tonight?
First and foremost, I got to thank my dad. He puts endless amount of hours on this. And I got to thank Bobby Krause at All Out Racing, Jeremy Holbrook at Holbrook Sewer and Excavating, Ways Custom Welding, Josh Way, and TS Photography, our photographer back home.
Congratulations, buddy. Don't forget Schreffler, too.
Yeah, Schreffler, too. I actually had to drive like an hour and a half from my house to yours to get this tune? Oh, even better.
There you go. All right. Why not travel it, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Congratulations, buddy.
Thank you.
Your winner, Kyle Bates. Kyle Bates gets the big check. He's all excited. Randy, I think, is more excited than Kyle is. Well, you guys should be excited. You put on a great show here at Midvale Speedway. You've done a great job all season long. Can't wait to see what we do next year. We don't do anything alone. I know that, but still.